She lay down on the operating table and watched as the doctor strapped her down. She felt the restraints hug her body, and it felt cosy in a way. He draped a thin blanket over her and placed a pillow under her head. She smiled as he gave her a kiss on the forehead. He turned on the operating light and unbuttoned her shirt. He took the mask with the sleeping gas and placed it over her mouth. Before she knew it, everything went black. She wanted to fall asleep quickly so the doctor could turn her into a monster. She wanted to die on that table and spend the rest of her days in her doctor's laboratory as his test subject. The sleep she fell into was deep, numb and dreamless. It was the best sleep she'd ever had. The doctor worked quickly to remove her humanity and replace it with a pathetic whelp that was inside her behind her smile all the days of her life. He cut into her stomach and removed half of her intestines. He cut open her chest and removed a lung. By the time he was finished, she was a bloody, stitched up mess. He injected her with the serum that would complete her transformation. He cleaned her up and brought her into the small bedroom that he had set up for her, off of the operating room. He carefully laid her down on the small bed and tucked her in. Her breathing was laboured, so he put her oxygen mask on her and laid down next to her to watch her sleep. He could smell her blood through the bandages and stitches that he'd used to close up her incisions. She smelled delicious and he wanted to drink her right there. But she was heavily sedated and he knew that she would want to be awake for that. It was her favourite thing to be fed on by him. The small girlish smile that would come across her face and how she immediately gave in to his thirst. She slowly opened her eyes and the doctor noticed how lifeless and dead they looked. He placed his hand on her cheek and she had gone completely cold. She coughed and some blood came up. He carefully wiped it away with a tissue he had in his pocket.